Previously on Monster. Vance and Dolo made their way to the docks to try and procure some goods for the wizard that was going to tell them more about the amulet and ran into a wonderful new stranger. Instead of meeting the wizard, they found out that there is more than meets the eye in these markets, and now they are on their way to see who runs them.
These markets are transformers.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monster. I am Tyler Waltz, your DM, and to my right,
I'm Dolo. Hey, what up? I'm Dolan Mir-Cedrin, Brian Petrie. Nice to meet y'all. Good to have you back.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Vance Ironside, a traveling cleric who's not that bright but trying to do good in the world, played by Tyson Cox.
Oh, I was supposed to introduce my character? I didn't know.
it's okay.
You can take my spot.
No, I'm okay.
Hey, Joey Everling, and I am playing Dudley Wayne Budley. How are you?
We left off on a tense moment where the old man and the lady that we thought was his assistant are basically trying to get you guys over to Silva. With that, you were haggling to try and get some arcane goods from this jewelry store. And the whole time you were haggling with somebody that didn't even really work there. But you were able to strike a deal.
Yeah, in my defense, haggling with people that don't give a shit about the business, the best.
Yeah.
Also, had I known she didn't work there, I'd have just been taking stuff.
Yeah. So with that, you were able to get that ring. And then, if I remember correctly, Vance, you were looking for something to increase wisdom. Okay. I don't think Dudley. Did you want anything?
Not really.
Not
Just
really?
an experience.
Okay.
Honestly.
All right. So, Dolo, you were able to get a ring that enhances any fire damage you do by a D4.
Nice.
And then, Vance, you were able to get a bracelet that while you were wearing it, you get +1 to your wisdom saving throws.
Told you I was going to look out for you.
With that, you are now leaving the store and heading back down the alleyway towards the big orc at the end. And she is in front of you, and she doesn't even look back, but she is asking questions. She goes, "So, gentlemen, how exactly did you come about this artifact?"
Cave.
Found it just laying around.
Give me them deception checks.
I didn't lie. It was in a cave.
Correct, but he said you just found it lying around.
Yeah, after we killed the guy.
I ain't say none of that. I just said I found it, and that is a 23. So tell me I didn't find it.
She goes, you just found it laying around in a cave. And where exactly was this cave?
South.
Just south?
Mm-hmm.
We're on the northernmost point of the continent, and you answered south?
That's what he said.
It was the South. I don't understand. You're being really particular about honest answers.
Yeah, how we even know? We supposed to trust you just because the old man got sick at the fact that he don't like my jacket?
No, you have to trust me because you have to in this situation. Otherwise, the sheer amount of people surrounding this location would jump the shit out of you, one might say.
Listen, man, just to be honest with you, I don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
So, yourself included. No disrespect meant, but I'll trust you about as far as I can throw you, and I got a bad shoulder. All right.
She goes, at least one of you is honest.
Fancy's like, what did I do?
Suck it, nerds.
Admitting the truth is a form of lying. And you make it to the end of the hallway, and she nods to the orc, and she goes, we'll be seeing Silva. And he nods back, and he hits one of the tiles on the wall, pushes in, and it opens up a staircase that you guys are now descending.
I give him a little, hey, appreciate you, biggin, as we pass.
He like just orc grunts and nods of approval.
I look up and I go, you smell him too, huh?
He goes,
That's just, hey, sorry. I see it. Yeah, no, I see that happen, and I'm like, sorry, that's the smell of health, all right? That's what that is. You know what? You can have your aluminum-filled deodorants, but I'm going to be living over here in the real world where I'm not full of GMOs and Monsanto blood, okay? So
Monsanto blood.
Vance pulls out a plastic cutting board and just starts, taking a bite at it.
hey, you're just cutting out the middleman, so you know what? Congratulations.
No, well, he wants to promote the microplastics in his balls to just plastic.
Tell me how that blood-brain barrier's doing there.
I want an army man to come out, you know?
You know what? Honestly, that would be worth it. You're like a human 3D printer.
Yeah, like a resin printer.
Oh, God, that would be terrible.
I don't know. Tell him what shape you want. He'll make you something.
Because it takes a while for 3D printers to like make the thing.
I got
It takes
time.
him a while.
So
trust.
I got
It's like-
plenty of books I need to catch up on.
It's an SSRI issue with him. It takes a while.
But as you descend the staircase, give me insight checks or perception.
14.
That's a 12.
Okay, so a 14 and a 12.
What a 9.
You notice that the torches on the walls as you descend are not emitting any heat. And as you go further, they are obstructing your view like on purpose. So essentially, as you are descending, you can notice little notches in the wall, and you are being watched from every angle that you can imagine. And at the bottom of this staircase, a doorway opens up into a giant, and I mean gigantic room. And it almost looks like you just walked into another world. Where you thought up above, where they were bringing the boxes and the little storefronts and stuff like that, was the underground. No, this is literally the underground. You have just opened up into a massive trading guild hall, full of all kinds of disreputable. Everybody around has some kind of signifier tattoo, just real gruff people. And she pays no attention to them as she continues to walk. And as you get towards the middle of it, she goes, "Gentlemen, I will need you to wait here a moment while I see what Silva is up to." At the moment, you're looking around and you're witnessing all kinds of like weapons and jewelry, and like you're almost looking at the ring that you just bought, and you're like, "Son of a bitch!" Like everything is around, and you are getting bombarded with people trying to make deals with you right now. And for a brief moment, I need all of you to give me dexterity saving throws.
You said wisdom saving throw, right?
Nope.
So 22 for old Dudley Wayne Budley.
10.
That's a 15.
Okay. The two of you are able to feel a hand enter your pocket.
Hey.
As you swatted into
Vance is like, "Oh, sorry guys, that was me. I got a little excited."
But Vance, you don't catch it in time as a child runs off with a pouch of coins in your pocket. How many coins did you have? 13?
7.
Oh, 7?
I looked. It was less than I thought.
I was going to take 13 from you. So they put coins into your pocket and then took more out.
Fuck, he stole my credit card.
Yeah, they got to do the old double dipper. That's a good one to pull off.
That's slick.
Yeah,
That's actually points in
that's
Skyrim.
honestly, I think they use that as a test. It's like you got to deposit money and take it back.
Yeah, right. That way they're just taking their money back.
Like
They're
my
not stealing.
Chase account.
Yeah. Hey, big banks, brother. You know, I'll talk to you all day about how much they're robbing our pockets. Okay.
Do you react in any way?
Ah.
I look down and I go, honestly, that kid's bigger than you.
He's just a kid. It wasn't much in there.
Hey, good work. I just yell, good, hey, nice hands.
As the kid scurries off, you hear him go, "That one's vulnerable," and he points to Vance.
Oh, you've been marked as the weak of the pack.
At least he doesn't have anything else to take.
Yeah, I was like, I got nothing else. I don't even have dignity.
At about that time, the assistant comes back and goes, "Okay, we are able to talk to Silva."
Can you do me a favor?
No. Next question, please.
Oh, all right.
No, what do you need?
Oh, a child just robbed me. Can you
Not
help?
my problem. Mm-mm.
All right.
Yep. You should be better. You should be. How much did they steal?
Like 85 gold, dude. I had so
Deception.
much. I had so much money.
You're leaning in.
10.
A 10?
Yeah.
I got a 12 on the dice.
Yeah.
So, she goes.
I'm not like trying to like get one over. It's clearly like I'm embarrassed how little
Say,
money I have.
she looks at you and she goes, "Honey, you didn't have 85 gold."
7.
That was palpable to watch.
She pulls 7 gold. Like, this is real embarrassing for you.
I just like, don't do it. No, man, don't take it. Just don't take
She
it.
pulls 7 gold out and she goes, "It's okay. It happens."
Before she
And I
gives it
hand
to him, I take
hand
it.
to Dolo.
Yeah, and I go, he don't need this.
Yeah, honestly, we're just donating to the children if you hand me that.
If you would have taken that money, a second child would have, without a doubt, pushed you over and took it.
Pushed me
Yeah,
over.
and taken it.
It's an orc teen, just a 7-foot tall man.
No, halfling. It's
Oh, no.
So you enter through a few more doorways. It's hard to keep track of where you are because of all just the winding hallways to keep Silva as hidden as possible. And you enter the room, and it's a very small room with a desk at the end of it and 4 like guards all decked out in armor. And you can't see the person sitting there. It's silhouetted, but she's sitting there with her hands on her leg that's crossed over, and she goes,
Gundam style.
Cruel intentions.
"What? Like
Gundam
like this?
style, yeah.
I'm waiting.
That's an
Opa,
old
Gundam
ass
style.
reference. That was oof.
Mine was older.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys are showing your age.
Mm-hmm.
But at least like everyone knew the references.
Yes, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. And she goes, "It's not every day that 3 random gentlemen are brought to me for what seems to be no reason other than some artifact in their pocket."
Here, she called us a gentleman. That's pretty cool.
I also don't believe that. I feel like several gentlemen have been brought to you for random reasons.
Wow.
You calling me? Is this how we're starting our relationship?
I didn't know we were in a relationship. But I'm smitten now. This is wonderful.
Dolo's just cheesing.
Wow.
And she goes, "Okay, I don't particularly have time to fiddle around with small talk. Show me what you got."
And then I go to unbuckle my pants.
Yeah.
Sir,
We've been here before, Dolo.
this is your last warning.
I gotta
You know
say,
what I
hanging
mean.
out with you guys is interesting. This is fun.
I'm starting to think it's Silva's birthday or maybe bachelorette party. I don't
All right, I'm going to try it again. I take out the amulet, and I'm going to put it on.
You're gonna put it on?
Mm-hmm.
Give me that wisdom save, Brian.
I'm doing it.
I wish I could help.
Or Dolo. I was
Yeah, I know.
so I was worried for Brian.
That's horrible.
Oh,
Oh, dang.
no.
That's horrible. It was a chance. I took it.
Mm-hmm.
I took it. Even with the modifier, it's not going to help very much.
Mm.
No, that's a 7.
That is not an 18.
Mm-mm.
It
It was
is
close.
not.
If it had kept going,
Yeah.
The
If it had landed on something else, you'd have been there.
I'd have been there.
okay. This is thrilling. You take 15 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And in that moment, it's almost like it's fire. It's searing pain as it burns through your clothes and melts to your skin.
So it's part of me now?
Well, it's not all the way in, but it's almost like it has been sealed to your skin.
Okay.
That's the fluorocarbons in the steel that they use.
Yeah, it melded with the microplastics.
Yeah, I see it. I've been telling you. That's why I don't wear jewelry.
And in that moment, the 4 guards immediately draw their weapons as Dolo loses consciousness.
I grab him.
You just, like, romantically, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you make a noise or anything? Just because he's heavy.
But I'm a dwarf.
You need a hand. You need a hand there, bud.
Yeah. Oh, he's so much bigger than me. I just have him like by his like hips to ribs, so his head is like thump on the floor.
Oh, that's gonna leave an egg.
Take an additional D4 bludgeoning.
We'll pop to the noggin, huh?
And as you lose consciousness, you don't wake up, but your eyes open, and you stand back up as an ethereal voice exits your body and goes, "Ah, gentlemen, it seems we meet again." And you two recognize this as the voice of the lady that captured you
Oh no!
back in Ugrin.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
This is a nice one. Holy shit.
Nothing surprises me.
Yeah.
Alyssum.
Alyssum. Yeah, that's right.
Alyssum. And she goes, "I see that you've dealt with my necromancer friend," and she's kind of looking around the room, and she goes, "Ah, Silva. So this is where you're held up now. That's good to know." And she leaves Dolo's body. And Silva leans forward into the light where you can see her face. And she looks like she is filled with every bit of righteous fury.
I move my hand up the back of Dolo's back and be like, "See, we're working on a ventriloquist act. It's pretty good, right?"
Dolo has regained consciousness back into his own body.
Yeah. Yeah, you get it. Look at that. Here, watch this. Drink some water. Drink some water. I'll keep talking. I'll sing a song.
You going through with this?
fucking trying.
All right, give me a performance check with disadvantage for sure.
16.
You might have this.
I got a 16.
Because she rolled with advantage and got a 3 and a 1.
Oh, wow.
So she looks at you and she goes, I don't even know how to play this off now. I shouldn't have even had you roll for it.
You fucked up.
I did fuck up. All right. She goes, hang on. And she sends a guard over to like touch the amulet, and it is completely glued to you now. And she goes, clearly you've confused her. And she goes, hang on, listen, I can't take any risks, even if that was a joke. And she goes, what a wild time to fuck with an amulet that you didn't know what to do in the... And she's just flabbergasted with you guys right now.
Well, we figured you know about the stuff, so we figured, well, here, look at this.
Well, what good can I do now? Look, it's fused to his skin.
I didn't want you to take it.
You didn't know it was going to do that.
I didn't need to know. But if it was on my body and you tried to take it, I had stood a better chance.
Yeah.
If it was in my pocket or in my hand, you could have just magically snatched it from me.
Well,
okay,
there's no. We're here now,
I
so
found
let's work together as a team to figure out what to do next. Am I right? You agree?
I'm sure, yeah.
We got two. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, listen. This is what we're going to have to do. I'm going to have one of my employees look at that amulet, and they're going to identify exactly what it does. And then if we have to, we'll cut it off of you. How does that sound?
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm going to burn a lot of y'all.
Are you?
I lean over to Dudley Wayne Budley, and I'm just like, this is how you get an identify spell for free.
Wow, hey, what a move, man.
The long con. She goes, what's your name?
Dolo.
Dolo, please come with me. Or with my employees. And she tries to send you off with a couple of her guards.
Mm-mm. You coming too.
I'm not going anywhere. With
I ain't going nowhere then. I ain't going with them.
I don't think you want to do this.
I don't think I want to go nowhere with them. What's the worst that's going to happen? You going to snatch this out of my body?
No, we can identify it on a corpse.
Yeah, I think we should figure out what we got going on there.
And she goes, look, there's nothing that I'm going to do to you now. It just all depends on what we find out about this amulet. The two of you, I have something else in mind for you two.
Oh, I don't want to leave.
I don't even know these guys.
Oh, yeah, we met him today.
Oh,
yeah.
He's leaving you regardless. You're not going with him.
I don't like that.
So if you'll excuse me, I was in the middle of getting some supplies. I'm just going to pop off back
Oh,
to
well,
the
now you're in the middle of this.
All right, well.
Yeah. Yeah. The supplies will still be there. Well, Dolo, are you steadfast in not going? Or are you going to go and let them try and identify it?
I mean, I don't really have a choice, it sounds like.
You always have a choice.
No, my choice is death.
Well, yeah.
Or fighting. But I don't know how strong this lady is.
And I look around the room, and there's probably a lot of folk.
There's just the 4 guards that you see right now. 4 guards and her. And then, of course, her assistant.
Yeah, but this guy got double-dipped by a child. I don't really...
He did. He double-dipped the chip. Yeah.
So...
All right. How many guards am I walking away with?
2.
Yeah, don't touch me. I'll follow y'all, but don't touch me.
No, they won't touch you. Just let us identify it. The 2 of you two will actually come with me. And she heads off down a hallway with you, and then you are heading into another room where you see basically an exam table, and then you see a person in full, just stereotypical wizard's robes with some ornate symbols on it. Give me an Arcana check.
As she's like leading around, you'll two come with us. I'm like, I think this is back to the Bachelorette thing.
It's either a great time or a horrible time. No in between.
Get your hips loose regardless.
I stay loose, brother.
Gentlemen, you'll need more than your hips loose. All right.
Oh, yeah!
That's a 21.
A 21 on Arcana. You notice that every single symbol on his coat is some kind of protection symbol. Like there's one for illusion magic, abjuration, like every school of magic symbol is on this jacket is like a protection like sigil. It would be hard pressed to do anything to this guy that involves magic. And he turns around and he's like big, bug-eyed, and he goes, I see that there's been another person that's been brought to me to see. Just please get in the chair. And he's like wiry. He's got like glasses on that, like it's the set of glasses that are magnifying where they have a bunch of lenses hanging off of them that he can like scoop in to get like a closer
he's an
look.
optometrist.
He's Belle's dad from Beauty and the Beast. Is what you're saying? He's that little weird guy.
Sure, it's been a very long time since I've
You
seen
haven't
Beauty
seen
and the
Beauty
Beast.
and the Beast? What you doing
not
with
since
your
I was a
life, bro?
kid.
Go home, watch
Doing
it tonight.
Other things.
Go watch it tonight.
No.
There goes the baker making bread like
See?
always.
Yeah.
Gosh, I was maybe 4
You don't
or
remember?
5.
It was crazy old Maurice.
Yeah. Always out raving all night.
Crazy old Maurice.
No, this is gun to my head. I have no idea what you guys are talking about right now. Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
I
She's
do
got
like how
glasses
they
on.
were like, Belle's weird. She reads.
She reads books.
She also father invents things so strange.
What a crackpot.
God, Belle wants to vote.
Hasn't she seen how strong I am?
That man's afraid for his daughter. Lock him away.
A raving lunatic.
Grab the lobotomizer.
Do you get on the table?
Did Gaston eat 12 dozen eggs?
I don't know.
Every morning to get large. He did.
I don't know.
Now he's the size of a barge.
I know that a bunch of people got turned into appliances, right, around the place.
That's what I'm worried about happening to me.
Washer and dryer.
That's Dave. He got turned into a Cuisinart.
Yeah.
A George Foreman grill.
He's angled, so it's 90% less fat.
The movie I watched wasn't Beauty and the Beast. It was Average and the Dog.
You're thinking of Brave Little Toaster.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking of. Yeah.
My bad.
There's just a
just
closet full
mash
of like
those-
slap chops and just fails.
swear to God, they used me again. This sucks.
The brave little...
the best stuff, and I'm a fucking slap chop.
He becomes human again, and his teeth are just all jacked, and he's got CTE.
You know I'm allergic to garlic.
I can't wait till we get a French vacuum cleaner.
Oh, man.
Well, life's just sex, no?
Yes,
so
it
do
sucks
I.
so bad. Call me up. I go to get you.
Anyway.
Do you think the bidet and the toilet would be 2 people?
Absolutely. And they just have the 1,000-yard stare. I've seen some shit.
Yeah,
They
man,
turn
I've
back
been
and they're just
through
like,
Brace, Bill.
the therapy session after, where it's like, well, what was it like? Well, it was like having a garden hose shoved up your ass till you vomited water onto someone's butthole.
Yeah.
How do you think it was?
Man, we got to make this movie.
You have to be a clock.
the brave.
No, I have to tell time. People literally shit at me.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
Yeah, I
God.
get in the chair.
Oh, gosh. Phew. So you lay down in the seat?
No, I sit in the chair.
sit in
You
the
said
chair.
sit in the chair. I ain't
Yeah.
laying down yet. Not with
That's
him.
true. Okay. So he is like walking around you and like moving his fingers. He's like, oh my gosh. And he's like looking at it. He's like, what? He's messing with the glasses and stuff like that. And he's looking and he looks into the gym and he starts writing some things down. And then he goes back over to his table and you can like hear things getting mixed and stuff like that. And he looks and he goes, okay, well, clearly we
Jaeger
know.
bomb?
Yeah. Bite down on this. I was like, he goes, okay, so we clearly know that it's necrotic magic. And he's just kind of rambling through. Roll me a either perception or arcana to see what you want to try and hear. Because you're trying to pick out key words and like a madman rambling kind of.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with perception, and I got an 18.
Okay, you got an 18. So as he's rambling, you get very few words out of it. He's like, okay, so that means it's combined with illusion. And here's the okay, so the illusion is driving the necromancy, which means that the necromancy has imbued itself with creating. So you're basically getting little
I
pieces.
start
of
doing
it.
like this while he's talking.
Yeah, okay. Just trying to put it together.
I'm winding it up with him.
And then he comes back with a vial of a bright blue liquid, and he goes, "Can I try something?"
Do I have a choice?
You do have a choice.
What are you gonna try?
I'm going to pour this liquid on you and see what happens.
Oh, I get to
hot
keep my
candle
clothes
wax.
on, right?
Yeah. If you don't want it to get wet or maybe dissolved, I don't know what this liquid's going to do yet. You may want to like remove your clothes around the amulet.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna just do like the whole shoulder drop down thing,
Okay.
and then I stand there vulnerable with my nipples out.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Give us an example.
Why is your shirt cut like that?
I don't know. It wasn't like that when I came in here.
So you let him try it.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened? Did I miss something?
Oh,
I just sent him a-
positive
I
affirmations.
just sent him a text. Like, hey, you're doing a good job. Keep it up.
So I gotta go.
So when he pours the liquid over you, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
As
God.
poison starts to play. What is it? That pour
Poison?
some sugar on me.
Oh yeah. That's not poison.
Is that
I
Def
don't
Leppard?
believe so.
Damn. 11.
Who is that?
Is that?
Oh, this is gonna drive
Warren?
me nuts.
No, it's
Def Leppard.
yeah.
Is it Def
okay,
Leppard?
Yeah.
Okay,
I had
cool.
it right the
Right.
first time.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I
It's
doubted
on
you.
the mic.
I doubted you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Def Leppard.
How was
Yeah,
your
you got it.
Constitution?
I got an 11.
You got an 11. Okay, you feel searing pain. You only take 4. I rolled low.
Mhm.
4 acid damage, but you do notice it's starting to peel away from your skin. But it doesn't quite make it. And he looks at you and he goes, "How's your How are you going to be able to last a few rounds of this?
Yeah, let's go.
Do you want me to take it off?
I don't know what happens if I leave it in.
Well, then we're going to have to figure out an alternative solution with Silva, and I don't know how she's going to react to that.
But what if it's a part of me now and it don't want to leave?
Well, from what I've gathered, it does seem like this amulet could also benefit you to leave it on. It does look like it will enhance some of your natural magic abilities. However, there is always that pretty big chance that your body could get taken over in, by my estimations, 7 to 10 days.
Taken over by what?
I'm assuming the woman that spoke in the lobby.
Oh, so she's trying to become me through the amulet?
It sure seems like it.
Oh, could I become her? She was hot. I know it's
Your priorities are all kinds of weird, aren't they?
Hang on. Then we do flashbacks to all the time that I'm hitting on her. And Dolo's like, well, hang on.
Hold on, time out. I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want her to become me or me to become her.
Well, while you're wearing the amulet, it seems as though if you do have any illusion or necrotic magic, it would just make it astronomically good. And at about that time, we cut over to the two of you walking with Silva.
Nice place you got here.
Well, thank you. We've put it took many hands to make this. Mostly mine, but it's okay. I've been around for a while. That's neither here nor there.
You want to talk about that?
Huh?
You want to talk about that?
Not right now. Not right
Okay.
now. We've got some pressing.
I got an
matters.
ear. You want to bend it? I'm here.
Your friend has just put on an amulet that looks like is controlled by the woman that we, although we're not necessarily the good guys according to the law.
Yeah, tell me about it. Who is, right?
Right,
yeah, it's whoever's
You
got
get
the
it.
most money is the good guys these
Exactly.
days. Am I right? She gets it.
Well, I have
actually-
the most money.
Well, but you're not,
When I'm a
oh.
Wait a minute.
and I'm a cleric, so actually I got some opinions about some stuff.
Hey, don't we all, dude?
And she goes, I don't know how it's going to turn out with your friend and our scientist.
Huh.
But if that woman got any idea where we are, we have been pushing back against her for a while. She doesn't like that I am one of the few people that knows who she is, and I have been pushing back as much as I can against her transgressions, let's just say, because she's messing with my bottom dollar. And it sounds like somehow the three of you have gotten connected with her as well.
Yeah, she tried to overthrow an election, and we were like, nah. And so she's now pretty cheesed off at us.
Okay, yeah, that
I
didn't
just
really
met
tell me
these
too
guys
much.
today.
Yeah, again, he
So,
just met us today.
Again, just to reiterate, I told the guy at the gate, I was like, I'll keep an eye on him. And, I didn't have anything else going on today, so here I am.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, gentlemen, how uninvolved with the government do you want to be?
Oh, how much time you got?
Yes.
I'm not really from here, so I don't really have.
If by government you mean secret shadow organization that controls every move and tries to keep their hands in our pockets, then I want no part of it.
Okay.
I think that's.
That's who we would be fighting.
Yeah.
I thought that was you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind.
There's the government, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like this shadow government that is controlling the government. Neither one of them are good. I want to make that very clear.
Listen, call me Pinocchio because I don't want no strings on me.
Yeah. Oh.
All right? Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. This is more of we deal with one, then we deal with the other
Sure.
type situation.
Well, we're kind of tied up in that. Was Alyssum? So we'd like to not have her around anymore.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, let me fill you gentlemen in.
Maybe I'll fill you in afterwards. I didn't mean that to sound flirtatious. It just did.
It sounded like you wanted to have sex with me.
Well,
he keeps his hips loose.
Nothing's off the table, but continue.
Patreon. No, she goes, have you met anyone? I'm trying to be vague, and maybe I don't need to be. Have you only met Alyssum when it comes to these sorts of dealings?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yes.
Yeah, to my knowledge.
Okay, well, Alyssum is not the only issue going on with the world right now. I'm assuming you guys are all caught up with the war that's been going on the last 3 years, how it seems like it's between Soldeus and Mystria, which is the magic country that we just now got the name of.
Yes.
However, it's more of a competition. It's a pissing contest between the most powerful people in the world.
Yeah, what isn't, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. However, the people that are in power, according to the general public, is not who it seems. Alyssum is the one that seems to have a stranglehold on Soldeus, and she seems to be beefing with this monarch of sorts in Mystria. The other two, for our land and in the kingdom of Luxpin, are kind of picking sides. This is a huge endeavor that I don't have time to catch all of you up on. But it seems like you have only met Alyssum.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in joining in with our organization to spearfront taking out one of these?
You see that Dudley is half erect and like slicked with sweat because he's so excited to get all of this information.
Yeah, I bet.
He's like, oh man, I'm on the forums. You're going to be so popular.
Your vlog is going to be wild.
Listen, yeah, the Red Letters is going to go live tonight.
Just on the Rumble Scry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right below my musings on Hollow Earth. I'm going to get the real truth out.
As soon as she finishes up with that, you just hear Dolo screaming down the hallway.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't sound like I have much of a choice on my end. Where it's like, I mean, yeah, we'll work together with you, but I need my buddy with that.
Oh, yes. We just want the amulet, if we're being honest. But with our support, we can get you many places that you otherwise wouldn't have access to.
All right. I mean, I can't really make a decision proper without him, so.
Okay.
I just met these guys. I'm in. I'll go wherever you want if you want me to fight a shadow government, okay? Yeah. You point me in the direction and say go.
All right.
Oh, what a day.
We cut back to Dolo. Can you give me 2 more Constitution saving throws?
Can I get my buddy some heals?
Is he still trying to pour this stuff on me to get it off?
If you agreed to it.
What if I don't want him to?
Oh, if you don't want him to, then that would be another conversation with Silva.
Yeah. I was like, I got lay on hands, and we can lawnmower that off you.
What if I ask the wizard if there is a way, since I am an elf, in my meditative state, if I can attune myself to it and learn how to use it?
He looks at you and he goes, that would be incredibly risky, but you can try. Just know that if you fail, it could lead to calamity.
What kind of calamity? I like a little calamity.
Well, do you like having control of your body?
Not always. You should see my weekends.
Yeah.
The parties.
The risk that you would be taking is that Alyssum would gain control of your body for longer and longer periods of time until she completely has control over you. So as time goes on, you will need to resist, and the longer you resist, the more control you'll gain over the amulet, but it essentially will be a horrendous tug of war of your mind.
Let's try one more time to see if it comes off.
Okay.
And then if not, I'm going in.
Give me that Constitution.
Then you can get it off, use it to barter something nice out of him.
Maybe. That's not going to be good. A 9.
Okay. You take 9 more damage
Jesus.
as the amulet just will not come off.
Well, looks like I'm going to learn how to use this thing. Because if I go
happens
one...
to everybody.
Yeah, the last sponsor.
Unsponsored hymns.
Yeah.
Listen to the previous episode for that callback.
It's not for hair or underwear, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because if
Your loin boneless?
if I try again, he's likely to kill me.
If he's doing big screams and like we've already had our conversation, Vance would want to go and make sure he's like being healed and not just being tortured.
For sure. What is your yay or nay on keeping it on or taking it off?
The wizard doesn't seem like he can get it off.
Roll me an insight check.
It's a 5.
It's a 5. Okay. The insight that you were essentially what you're getting is that he doesn't give a shit about you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you say yes and die, he doesn't care.
He's gonna figure out. That's how I feel right now. I feel like he's testing a potion.
Yes.
He's so kooky and crazy. He's just experimenting.
Hey, we're all guinea pigs, bro.
Yeah, we're all just in the system, baby. I'm not about to die at the hands of Big Pharma. You know what I mean?
That is his nickname, by the way.
Big Pharma.
Big Pharma.
The wizard's Big Pharma, yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hey, bud, I got an idea. Do you mind if we talk to your lady, ma'am?
Yeah, absolutely. And then do you join up with them?
Yeah.
She sees you walk in with the amulet still on, and she goes, okay, let's see if we can figure out something. She hands a poison over to Vance, and she goes, look, we don't have time to mess with this right now. We need to get you gentlemen on the road. Also, I propose that we join forces to deal with Alyssum or one of the other. They can fill you in. I gave them a lot of context for what's going on. However, I would like to put the 3 of you on a boat to Soldeus to try and infiltrate Alyssum's forces.
I mean, it'd basically get her off our back there, Dolo.
All right.
It's more like trying to get you on her back, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what I'm saying, but that's not what I'm not saying. You know?
Men are terrible.
This is like my Christmas.
And she hands over the poison to Vance, and she goes, I know it's not a pleasant thought, but if he loses control to that amulet, you will need to use this.
What causes amulets to... Well, hey, when we killed that necromancer, the amulet unfused, right? Like it was dead and the amulet was just loosey-goosey, ready to grab?
It was just kind of sitting in the robe because there was no body left over.
Yeah. Do you think if we killed you, it would come off and then I can heal you up again?
No.
just a thought.
No. I'm going to go back to the wizard. You keep talking.
I go over and I lay on hands.
To heal up Dolo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a bad thought. Like, you'll only be dead for a little bit.
Hey, listen, we're throwing spaghetti, okay? I get it.
So with that, you guys agree to head further into Soldeus to try and infiltrate Alyssum, right? And you are keeping the amulet because they couldn't get it off.
I got an idea.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's not let your friend kill you and heal you up again.
God, no. Let's. Are we getting on the boat?
That's the next thing. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I'm leaving it on my body.
Okay, you're leaving it on your body.
Can we get like Can we get like a bunch of that potion stuff, and then maybe we slowly work it off you? Because was it like progressively coming off more and more?
It was a situation where his constitution checks basically made it to where the wizard could keep, because it was actively fusing as they were trying to pull it off.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like he couldn't quite hold it down long enough to get it all the way
What
off.
if I'm just healing you while they're taking it off? I know it's unpleasant, but
What if you're just healing me while I'm trying to attune it?
well, I don't think I can't help. I can't heal your like mind.
No, that's okay. Just don't let me die. I can handle my mind.
Ginseng's good for that.
You have any?
Maybe.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if that's how that works?
Sure.
16.
16. It would keep him from physically dying, but it would not stop his mind from getting taken over.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
What's the worst that could happen? Okay. So you're keeping the amulet. That is the decision for right now.
I don't have a choice. It's part of my body. I can't get it off, and
Okay.
I'm not going to die trying. So
She goes, all right, gentlemen, I would like to keep in contact with you just to see how your adventures are going. She hands you a scroll, and it is a scroll of like skywriting. And she goes, if at any point there's an emergency and you are within Soldeus, where most of our people are working, you use this, leave the message, and we will send soldiers your way.
And I look at her, and I'm just like scratching at my neck. Hey, man, you let that dude do some weird shit to me. We can't get no healing potions or nothing around here. We can't at least send us off with a care package. We doing your bidding.
Oh, the wizard has healing. Did you not? Oh, okay. He's just that way. He's just that way. And then yeah.
He's interesting.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't care about people. All he cares about is like science and magic and.
We gathered that.
Yeah. He forgets that people like are. You. I think you guys get it. Yeah, more of a mad scientist, the ends justify the means type. We keep him around because he's good at his job.
What's his last name? Boltz?
It could be.
Does he know how to dance?
Yeah. And she gives you a metal. The last thing that she gives you is a metal emblem of basically her organization. And she goes, do not show this to anybody that you are not completely confident works for me. However, if you do meet anybody on the road that works for me, this will get you many places.
It's a metal, like what's it made out of?
Gold. Yeah, it's a little gold emblem, probably like 3-ish inches across.
I hand mine to Dolo. I'm like, you're gonna hold on to this for me. I'm not great at keeping gold on the body.
And like as
there's
you
a crowd of children.
Yeah,
just
right as you
congregating
hand it to
over
me,
there,
I look over
waiting.
at the little kids that are staring at me.
Yeah, they're just always watching.
Yeah, they're locked on you like an owl.
Yeah, a group of crows.
But with that, you guys will get the evening. You'll be able to rest up, get fully healed, and then the next morning we will be heading out into Soldeus.
Instead of healing, can I meditate and see if I can figure out anything about this amulet that is attached to my body?
Yes. So I'm guessing none of you have like an identify or anything like that.
We didn't get a free identify spell in this process.
Give me Arcana check.
Yeah, give me 15.
15. Okay. So you are able to draw some of the magic from it, and you are able to now, and I don't know if you want to write this down, but you are able to get a new illusory spell that is attuned to how you normally like to use fire. So now you can make fake fire that people view as burning them. So you will do psychic damage, but you are now able to create illusionary fire.
I love it.
And it does the damage that a firebolt would do. So it's essentially a different kind of firebolt that does psychic damage.
Yeah, bro.
But with that, when it is morning, I need you to make me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you have to roll this often. It's not good.
Nice. 20.
20. All right. You are able to push back against the amulet. The three of you load up on a boat, and I'm sure you...
this is Halloween, Easter,
all the holidays.
my birthday. It is all of it.
She approaches you specifically.
Hey there.
And she goes, hey, before you leave,
Okay.
you know that promise you made me?
These hips are loose.
Yeah. She goes, well, we don't have time for that.
You'd be surprised.
But I do.
She's like, no, I wouldn't.
But I do have a mission for you specifically.
Hit me.
I need you.
It's the people in the moon, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I knew it.
She pulls you to the side and she goes, you know about the moon people?
Oh, who
No,
doesn't?
it's like, she goes, I don't know. Brian, yeah, right?
That's funny.
She goes, I don't know if I can trust either of them.
Hey, you can't trust me either.
That's
That's exactly why I can trust you.
And that's why I like you. That's exactly why I like you. I need you to keep tabs on them. However, once you make it to Soldeus, and then she writes down on a piece of paper, and then she hands it over to you. And with that is, I believe, where we're going to end this episode. My name is Tyler Waltz, and I have been your DM. Thank you, everybody, for watching. My name is Tyler Waltz. I have been your DM, and to my right.
Dolanmere Cedrin. I have been your favorite little roguing elf. My name's Brian Petrie. You can find me at all things Brian Petrie Comedy. Ba-boo, ba-boo, ba-boo.
Hell yeah. And I'm Tyson Cox. You can find me at Tyson Cox Comedy. I played Vance Ironside. And if you liked the show, we do it live twice a month, all over the place at least. The first Wednesday at Louisville Planet of the Tapes, the second Tuesday of every month at White Rabbit Cabaret in Indianapolis, Indiana. And then we also have other shows popping up. And I believe this is a Gen Con era time to plug it. So if you're at Gen Con, look us up. We got a bunch of shows. It's a bunch of stand-up variety show and a couple of Monsters live.
Yeah, and last and certainly not least.
Hey, Joe Eberling. I have been your favorite conspiracy theorist ranger, Dudley Wayne Budley. And you can find me on Instagram at Mr. J. Eberling. I do funny stuff sometimes, so follow me there. And thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you all for watching. We really appreciate it.